Hello and welcome back to Crusader Kings. Welcome to a brand new campaign on the channel. Today we are in the world of A Song of Ice and Fire. We are playing today as Rhaenyra, the realm's delight of the House of Targaryen. We are playing in the Fire and Blood start date, and we're playing kind of the Dance of Dragons, the House of the Dragon kind of TV show has come out, and you know what? Why not? Let's have a go ourselves. We are going to be Team Black today, and we are going to be playing as Rhaenyra, and our goal for this campaign is to firstly become Queen of the Seven Kingdoms, and then secondly to hold the Seven Kingdoms. They are our goals. Now with all of my playthroughs, all of my campaigns, this is completely blind. I have no idea what kind of story events are going to happen, how kind of handheld we're going to be, but we're just going to go in for it and see how far we can go. So as Rhaenyra, we already start off as the Princess of Dragonstone. We already have the Kingdom of Dragonstone and Dragonstone itself underneath our control. Now this, in theory, would make us the heir to the Iron Throne, as I suppose we are. Heir to it formally, because of course that's what the Prince of Dragonstone or Princess was, the heir of the Iron Throne in the kind of law. We are 9 years of age. In terms of our character, we are stubborn, we are charming, we are Syrax's rider, we have a dragon, we are fashionable, pretty and quick. Okay, we are decent at diplomacy and stewardship. Intrigue is okay. Not amazing. We've got a bit of prowess, I suppose. Ooh, sorceress and metallurgy. We are favoured the 7, of course. The kind of the usual religion in Westeros. And we are also High Valyrian. Our culture, we'll click on that. We are bellicose. It is diverged from Valyrian. High Valyrian tongue as well. And we have Valyrian blood, bellicose. If we look at our traditions, we've got domain of the crown. Crown of the nearest region of the west of Westeros. Okay, cool. We are blood of the dragon. Can recruit dragon guard as men at arms. Less likely to get infected by plagues. Dragon dreams trait is more common. Grantor is cheaper. Can learn one additional tongue. Create a hybrid culture as well. Ancient miners, quarries of better stuff. That's fair. We're on Dragonstone. That's going to be quite good for us. Hereditary hierarchy. Again, we're going to be ruling over other people, so that's pretty good. Sorceress. Metallurgy costs more gold to sponsor characters of this culture with a weapon inspiration, but they produce high quality artifacts and gain piety from barracks, a line of building, and gives us a bit of prowess per level of devotion. And ruling caste, we're going to be ruling over Westerosi people, so that's probably quite good for us. Okay, in terms of vassals, we actually have a few. We have a sharp point under the Lord of Bar Emin Enferin, and we also have Long Bar as well under the House of Bullock. Anyone else? Oh, have we got up here? We have got Claw Isle as well under the Celtigars. Westerosi Valyrian, who are different culture to us. They have common tongue, but Valyrian blood. Do we actually know the common tongue? We do. Fantastic. Okay. We have quite a few men actually. We have 4 owned dragons in our realm and 1 tamed dragon. Okay, so we actually click on Dragonstone itself. We have got wild dragon present, gives plus 50 danger. That is quite cool actually. That is quite cool. To the special buildings, we've got a few special ones. We've got the Dragon Mont as a natural dragon pit. Fantastic. Holding tax, defender advantage. But we've got, you know, dragons of course, and we've got Dragonstone itself giving tax 4 level. Legitimacy gain, and it was a western outpost of the Valyrian freehold, and after the doom, the refuge of House Targaryen. It is built from fused blackstone. The dragon lords used in their most significant constructions. Well, that is pretty cool. We're actually not far off getting quarries. Made decent income, to be fair, per month as well. Let's maybe go to our council, see what is wrong in the Castellan, and just steward. Let's maybe get my admiral would want to reassign you, so let's maybe get you then. You're quite a good at steward, and then who as my castellan? You'll have to do then, as I don't want anyone else to be in. You're a little bit stinky. I need a better master of arms. My captain silver, you will do. Celtigar, you should do okay as that. Admiral, fine. We're going to get you on protect trade, so we get a little bit more tax. Yep. Per tick. Get you on train commanders, get our commanders better, though you're not particularly good at the job. Collect taxes, do I promote culture? Promote culture acceptance. The culture here is actually High Valyrian, so we actually don't need to worry about that. We're just getting holding taxes now for the more domain taxes. Okay. Cool, that is all looking good. We have a look at our father, King Viserys, first of his name. He's already married to Alicent Hightower, of course, and looks like he's just lost his second son. Well, first son, second son, Balon, and Jaehaerys died from being sickly. So we are his only living child, at least at the moment. He is allied with Lord Hobart of Old Town. We've got Ormond of Hightower, 19 years of age. Okay, let's have a quick look at our lieges council. Otto Hightower, Hand of the King, Lord Lionel Strong, Master of Laws, Lyman Beesbury, Master of Coin, 31 stewardship. Wow. We have got Hanlon Hunters, he's a pretty poor Master of Arms. Mathos Tyrell of the Reach of the Master of Whispers, he's not amazing to be honest. And we have got Corlys Velaryon as the Master of Ships. Okay, well, of course, in the start date, the Hound Hall is its own kind of kingdom, separate to the Riverlands, like in other times. This is kind of before, the lords of Hound Hall are still trying to cling on, I suppose. It is its own special building. I think maybe one day it would be lovely to try and rebuild that, but yeah, we're doing okay at least for now. Of course, with the latest update in Realm of Thrones, I've been playing too much Bannerlord in the Game of Thrones mod here. Norvos, Cohor, Lorath, and all that have been added in. We'll keep an eye on that while we can in Essos, but mostly we're going to be in Westeros. What events have we got here? An alliance with our father could be good, but I don't think we really need to do that. I can station a Men-at-Arms regiment. On the subject of Men-at-Arms, we have Dragon Guard. They are heavy infantry, counter spearmen, and skirmishers. We can't quite read their description, but we'll get you stationed and on the Dragonstone. 50, oh my goodness, absolutely goated now. 92 damage, 165% from station holding. That's what we're about. Looks like we're going to have to be relying on these quite heavily. In terms of other men-at-arms regiments we can get armed horsemen, crossbowmen, as well as kind of mangonels as well. They're probably the ones we're going to be going for. The elite ones, we've got a decent eco, not amazing, but just considering we've got one county and a few vassals, it's not awful to be honest. And I think we're about ready to press play. We've got a massive arms captain, House of God. I don't think we need that. Court Smith, Scepter. Who are actually, we need a tutor. Let's get ourselves a tutor. Let's get our maester, I suppose. It should do that well. Go on educating children, as I suppose I am a child, and I am located in Dragonstone, so I'm probably responsible. Who is my... Do I have a ward? I do not have a ward. My regent is you. If I was to educate child, can I do that? Remove guardian. Oh, I already have a guardian, it seems. Well, I suppose the Roleplay thing is to keep that going then. Let's press play, put it on 4 speed, and let's see what happens now. We have a court event already. Actually, we need to big up our court. And look at us, by the way. Again, this court is from the mod. This is the room of the long table. What is it called? I can't quite remember. Foremost Captain, what is this? A healthy rivalry between mettlesome fighters to be expected, but growing discord between Alfred Broom and Dennis, a lowborn silver, who's actually my master arms, is sound the mood at court. They should both serve me, but my sworn shield, I don't really want to. Give them training blades. Yeah, give them training blades. Whatever. I don't want them to actually hurt each other, but look how cool this courtroom is. Court artifacts. Do I actually have any court artifacts? I do. We have a painted table. Fantastic. Oh no, we do want that. Are you out and about? Let's put you out. Fine. We also have, actually, with one thing, we need to look at our own personal stuff. Inventory. We have dragon eggs. Very, very important. And of course, being on Dragonstone with the Dragonmont, dragons are going to be very important to us in this playthrough. Now we can do a few buildings. We're going to wait until we can get large mines. We don't really want to do any more in terms of men-at-arms yet, but we will do soon. Any decisions we can do? Dye hair, ride Cyrax. I think we're going to do that. Ride our dragon. I set up the saddle on Cyrax, and look at our clothes change as well. That's cool. Swinging my legs over and feeling her powerful muscles flex beneath me as I tighten the straps of my saddle with a command and a surge. I feel her lurch upwards, and in seconds I'm soaring through open skies. As we break through the clouds, I feel the weight of the world fall from my shoulders. I know I must return, but not before enjoying the true exhilaration of dragonflight. I release the reins, and Cyrax screeches with delight at her newfound freedom. Twirling upwards, wings outstretched, we hang weightlessly in the wide open sky, if only for a moment, while the world waits below. In terms of our Dragon Rider, we maybe need a bit more training. We've got level 1 training, level 2 Dragon Bond, so maybe I want to get my training up 20 in training. Yeah, we want to get training and a little bit of that, so we'll do that. A few maneuvers, that seems good to me. Let's do that. Don't use Cyrex and we're not going to be taking that decision. Haha. We're going to be using our Dragon in War, I am sure, many times. Cool. Ooh, we have a lot of gold now. Let's maybe go to Dragonstone and build the mines. There we go, 18 months, but level 6. Massive stone quarries are going to be nice to build, +2 a month, and lots of development growth, construction cost, and men-armed maintenance buffs for us there. We've got about 6,000 men. That's actually quite decent, although this is the Game of Thrones mod, you know. Yeah, the king only has 30,000 actually, but does have one own dragon and a tamed dragon as well. He does not actually take he's not a rider. His bond broken, of course, because it was Balerion. He tried to he claimed just before they died, but King Viserys is a big diplomat, and he's good at stewardship. On the subject of that, what are we actually learning? And we're on education. Let's maybe go, we're better at diplomacy rather than intrigue, so I think we're going to go lean towards diplomacy. So we can get people to like us, and hopefully that will get them to our side. And on the subject of that, it might be worth sending our spy master Harold Celtigar to the capital and see if we can get some hooks on people that may be used later. Commander promoted Dennis wants to show off a new recruit. Fine, we need all the soldiers we can get, and there is a Lady Jane to meet Piers in the Vale. That is quite a way. Okay, well, we're going to need a caravan master. Let's appoint John. Why not? Don't particularly know who you are. Just got you. We're going to need ships. Experience. I could take flight. Oh, that is cool. I'm sorry, we need to do that. Yeah, instantly. Just the yeah. Now it would be nice to see maybe more of the Vale. However, if we're taking flight, I suppose it doesn't make sense for us to go to these places. We're just going to be flying over. So let's do that. Anything else we can get? Cultural ambassador. No, we'll be all right. Let's go and let's fly there. We've got a dragon, of course. We're going to fly there. Left behind. I'm going to take Cyrax, so they're not going to be able to come with me. Any cool events? Doesn't seem that way, but we're now at the Battle of the Seven Stars. And recreation. Doing one recreation. That's all we can do. Elsewhere, the guest list is quite big. We've got Warden of Wickenden. We've got the Bywaters, the Massies, the Valyrian, Laenor Valyrian. Ooh, Lisa Strong, Edmund Hunter, Bernard Brune, Clawman, Davos Baratheon, Lady Eleanor, Stokeworth, Cavalcade. Lots of kind of minor houses, but we are all, of course, they must see that we are. And oh, we have a sister. We have a sister born of Queen Alicent Hightower and King Viserys of his name. My Princess Daenerys. What can possibly go wrong? But because she's a sister, that also means I am ahead in terms of traditional Westerosi succession. If it's a son, then that may threaten us and a war may happen. But no, instead it is a daughter. Now, Piers meets the Septon. We are exploring the local Sept when Allard, the son of my fellow vassal Justin Massey, and I stumble across the Septon Anogoron, surrounded by scrolls. These journals from long ago. Are you interested in such things? Telling some adventure. Let's tell you about. Yeah, why not? We take the art of journaling. Fine. We always like a bit of that. Whoa. Laenor takes to the skies. Laenor Valyrian on the great beast Sea Smoke. He is, however, wounded. Could that be from possibly trying to tame him? It may be. But playing house. Lady Tyrion even Lannister. The daughter of my fellow vassal Lord Tymond approached me with a heap of fabric in her arms as she dumps it on the floor and in front of me I realise it's a heap of clothing for adults. Let's play house together. Yeah, why not? Why not? I'm charming. She's charming. Let's do it. And there's a loyalist faction. Cool, but we don't care about that. We're a 9-year-old. We're 9-year-old. We're 10-year-old now. We don't care. Now, Uric, the son of my vassal, Lord Justin, has climbed the highest boulder around and is gesturing for me to follow. I won't back down. We managed to climb, baby. We're not going to be told we can't do this by some low-level lord. Thank you very much. Get out of here. Now, brave captains, Luther, the son of my vassal, Lord Hob of House Brune, and I'm watching the captains train in the courtyard of my vassal, Warden Verdon. Approaches us with a smile. What do you say, children? Think we handle the basics? We were kids, we don't know any better. Let's do it. And I pick up the basics. There you go. Returning home, goodbye Jane. That was I enjoyed that. Let's fly back on the back of Cyrax. I wish that gave us some experience, but it is what it is, and we're back home again. Dragon Lore, Dragonstone. As I wandered the tunnels of the Dragon Mont, I struggled to comprehend the size of them. Dragons have nested here for centuries, and yet here I am. As I turned the corner into what must be the hatcheries, I would have investigated further. However, had I not tripped over a pile of scrolls, and upon closer inspection, I'm slightly dismayed to find that most of them are unreadable. But one is, it is details of how the island's dragon keepers nurture the eggs until they hatch. My dragon lore increases. I don't really know what that means, and... Ooh. While performing his duties as my spy master, Lord Harold of Claw Isle has uncovered a secret held by my uncle, Prince Daemon. He has secretly taken Mysaria, a commoner, from lease as a lover. Well, well, well. We shall see if we're able to use that against our uncle. Uncle? Yes, uncle. He is currently... Are you at war? No, maybe not. I guess we shall see. We shall see how that goes. Curiosity kills. A tragedy has been talk of the court today. Apparently Hugh, my courtier, snuck out to the dragon pit last night. Somehow got past our guards and came across the sleeping Vermithor. It's an own dragon. The Bronze Fury. Own dragon, is that mine? Great Drake, own dragon. Aggressive, imperious, but cooperative. Past providers was Jaehaerys, the old king. Okay. Vermithor did not take too kindly to this intrusion and burned Hugh for his curiosity. Oh no, is he dead? He's burned. Oh, okay. The reasons behind the late night adventure have not been determined yet, as Hugh is still recovering from his wounds, but the other children are being questioned. The obvious failure of my security and the investigation to determine what's happened must be put in change. A dragon is a jaguar. I feel like we're Targaryan. We're very down with the dragons. We won't go punish him. We're not going to punish him. If Hugh, a lowborn of my court, is deciding to test the dragons, I don't think he's going to find that going particularly well for him. But hey ho, we're nearly finished on our mines over there. But let's have a quick look at my brother. What are you doing, Daemon the Rogue Prince? He's a very interesting guy. Has a claim on these, on the Seven Thrones and the Crown Lands and all that. He's still married to his sister, the Lady Rune. Voice, and relations approved between the Tullys and the House Targaryens. Okay. I am not betrothed. Okay, well, I suppose we should look at betrothals now. We want, obviously, an alliance with a great house. And it basically decides which kind of house we would want. Now, Bernard Stark. We could go with the High Tower, maybe not. Bowen, I think no, it's going to Velaryon. We could go with a Velaryon, Jacaerys Velaryon. I'd kind of want Elmo Tully. Elmo Tully, you're technically the heir to the Riverlands. Yes, it is. You're the grandson of the current Lord Paramount, Grover Tully. But you're the heir. We've got High Lordship with the Arbor, maybe not. But there are also the Starks. Bernard Stark, you are brother to the Stark. We might just wait. We might just wait for now. We are still quite young, and I do not want to give myself away to a man just yet. I think let's maybe see how the situation develops and was exposed by Lord Harold. Why did he expose that secret? Budding attraction. As I look upon a young chandler walking by, sweaty with labour, but a blush on his cheeks, I am entranced. What is this feeling, this longing? Boys are so fascinating. Yeah, well, I think we've realised we are heterosexual there. Okay, fair enough. Despite you can find something that King Viserys is called. Come on, let's not be like that. Massive stone quarries built in Dragonstone. I think at least for our childhood, we just try and just get our holding Dragonstone itself as developed as we can. Overburdened, a stuttering chain of strained grunts leads me down the hallway to this sight of one of our serving women lurching unsteadily under the weight of several precariously balanced plates of food, arms visibly trembling under her burden. It looks like only a matter of time and not much of it before a messy catastrophe ensues. Gluttonous, no. Lazy, no. Compassionate, let's be nice to people. Let's be nice. Again, we are also actually diplomatic, so let's try and be nice to people. I think that makes sense there in terms of the role play. Let's be nice. We're compassionate now. Fantastic. Give us some good piety. We've got really good prestige. It might almost be worth, and we could do maybe a few accolades. Is there anything else we can do? Agree to become captain or commander. We could do that actually, but I think not until we are of age. Any great projects available? Build a fleet? Yeah, we're not doing that anytime soon. Let's maybe get an accolade or two. If you guys got any thug or scoundrel, mercenary, high cost, or marauder is just uncontrolled territory, we'll do that. The Beast of Dragonstone, I like it. If you guys got any suggestions for names or of like knights, and absolutely let me know. We'll do another one. We've got plenty of prestige. Valiant is always nice. The army damaged. Bearer of the princess's sword, that's cool. We'll just maybe do these two for now. Recruits pathetic, yeah, whatever. But we'll see what we'll do. We've got plenty of prestige to spend. Inspired person can be sponsored. I'm alright, thanks. Foreign merchants. As I survey my course, I notice my steward Robert in lively conversation with my foreign guest Roger. You are Crownlander. Curious, I approached the pair. Princess Rhaenyra represent the interests of a mercantile group of Crownlander kinsmen who see great potential in establishing a merchant community of Crownlanders here in Dragonstone. Ooh, I like that, to be honest. Cultural acceptance increase, and we do get 10% holding, and Dragonstone gets additional or 100, and we get a small harbour. Yes, please. Absolutely, yes, please. That is so good. We just get a small harbour for free. And a free building slot. Fantastic. We don't already have one. Let's maybe save up for more. Well, that's really good. I think that will serve us best in the long run, and we can keep the economy going and growing, because of course the trade port line of buildings has some very good development growth embarkation cost as well. It's always nice. Cannibal is roaming. Ooh. Cannibal was sighted leaving his lair in Black Glass Port, going towards the province of the Scales. Where's that? Over here. Ooh, so Cannibal has been flying about over to here. Well, we'll see if anything does come of that in the end. I hope not, but ooh, the puppy. I'm out walking with King Viserys when I hear to the tiny sound, frail and scared. I look over under every stone, around every corner, behind every bush, and finally I find it. A small puppy all alone sits between two stones. Tyrion Lannister could become my friend. We are compassionate, and we do want people to like us. Tell you what, Tyrion Lannister is now our friend. Well, would you look at that? We have an ally possibly at the Lannister court. Well, that's certainly not a bad thing. Let's get you building up a little bit more. We've got here thuggish recruiting. We'll take the 30% levy size now to nearly 7,000 troops, and groom to rule. Our diplomacy increases by another 3. Wow, on 20 diploma, we're still only 11 years old without our education trait. Fantastic. Gain level of fame. Yeah, we're doing really well. It seems. So far in terms of development. Just anything else we could do. Could get a loan, but we don't really need one. Script the barrel, recruit for court positions. It could be worth. Maester. We've got prestige to spend, so let's maybe improve skills for you. Head Dragon Keeper, Volekar. How he's terrible though. That's a shame. Anyone else? Everyone else is poor, but I suppose we'll roleplay it. He's introduced here. He can still be here for now. And Wandering Hedge Knight, Sir Ardre. Yeah, why not? And who's working in the courtyard, but his progress is going slowly. All of the children in my household buzzed about him like flies, pestering with questions about life on the road. It is best to strike a balance between his work and keeping the children entertained. We could become patient. I don't think we did. Lol. And he knows what it is to wield a blade. Of course. Oh, by the way, can we ride Cyrax again? No, not quite. And Wandering Hedge Knight. Adri and Dennis spent the day in deep conversation, Dennis being my master of arms, and there you go, is getting it under. Yeah, join my court, why not? Cannibals return to Black Glass Port. Okay, is there any debuffs or anything from here? From Cannibal being there? Doesn't seem the game sighting. Yeah, no, doesn't seem to be. Keep finding stuff at court. I'm sure there'll be something. Weakened chains in the Dragon Pit. Volekar reports that several chains for binding dragons in the Dragon Pit are weak and poor quality. Their regular budget cannot support replacement. The original chains were forged by the lowest bidder in an attempt to stretch the order's coffers. Increase funding with Dragon Keepers, pay for new chains directly. Let's go for the new Dragon Keepers. Oh, so it looks like they have got part of our court amenities. Well, let's have a look at our court then and see what the amenities, court visuals are. Chamber of the Painted Table, that's what it is. Court Grandeur. Dragon Pit funding. Let's maybe do a little bit better on the funding. Let our Splendor go up. We are paying a new 3 point whatever per month, but that's fine. Dragon Pit funding shall go up. We probably want that quite high quite early on, but I suppose when we're not really, when we're not actually got children of our own to be training up yet, it's not the end of the world. At the moment, okay, how are things looking? Oh, expectations. My father, King Viserys, works extra hard on my education as of late. I'm grateful, but he's also made it clear I'm expected to repay his hard work further down the line. It is how it's done. I'm sure he's correct, is he now? He's my teacher after all. He gets a favour hook on me, but it does further my education. Well, that's fine, I suppose. He's only 32. Wow, he's not that old at all. It's the silver hair that makes you think he's way younger. Queen Alicent, 21 years of age. Oof. Regent is now more powerful. Excuse me. Arranged betrothal. To the perceptive, who are you? Lower Valeman wants me to marry. Come on, that's insulting. That's insulting. I'll look past it for now. But come on. Come on. Come on, I'm going to marry someone who is of great houses. Possibly Baratheon, possibly a Lannister, maybe a Tully, a Stark, an Arryn, maybe even Dawn, which actually seems to be independent. Maybe that will be my destiny to go and bring Dawn. I can. There is a draconically subjugate Cass's belly that we do have access to. That could be at least for someone. I've got 40,000 men there, and Curiosity kills as he's snuck in again. Tessarion this time. Does not have a rider outcome from. Come on. This keeps happening. If this keeps happening again, we may have to stamp a little bit more on the dragons. But this is a dragon. This one kid wants to keep it banging on the dragon's gate and wondering why it gets burnt. Then that is kind of his fault. Respectfully, that is his fault. Child, good job. Yep, and Silverwing brings forth a clutch. She's laid a clutch of 3 eggs. My dragon keepers are quickly throwing together new areas for incubation, having not expected more than a single egg. For the rest of the world looks on in envy as I've been blessed with these treasures. Born from Silverwing today is more wealth than all the families will ever know, or more power than they will ever be able to yield. Soon all the scions of House Targaryen will take to the skies. We have been blessed. So that's 3 more eggs. We have 7 eggs. We've got a red, black, and coral dragon egg. I'm sure these mean something. And as to tell you what, let's get an antiquarian. Let's get an antiquarian to help us upkeep these. But let's yes, we've got 7 dragon eggs now. That's 7 possible dragons for the future of our house. Now we are a brewing troublemaker. My player heir and sister Daenerys, never a dull moment. She's rowdy. Okay. Well, we shall see. And the mysteries of the 7-pointed star. Look at this page, Rhaenyra. I think it speaks to the stranger. It's really interesting. Tyler, who are you? Around the House of Varna, Reachman, don't know who you are. Wisdom, but humble, cynical, or content. Let's probably not good. Let's be humble. Let's be humble. Why not? Why not? That's not particularly bad. I don't think we'll be particularly cynical. We believe in dragons and the magic. Why would we be cynical, you know? But we're getting really good economy, making 12 per tick. And yes, we have increased our court amenities. But our eco's going well. And 5 secrets. What is the next level? 323. And that puts us to more income, more development growth. How is the development looking? It is increasing 22 with 0 change. I'll tell you what, we might do. But then I quite like the taxes. I would increase the development, but let's maybe do the taxes instead. If I did have a hook on my father, which I do not. What have I got here? Off a ward. Maybe not. Could get a dragon egg, but I don't think so. And by the way, I think we can ride Cyrax again. We can. Let's ride our dragon, and again, let's get some more dragon training as well. I think that's what we need. We are now level 2 in each. Fantastic. Bond and training. Which will add combat effectiveness, and bond is all about learning, lifestyle experience, and vassal opinion. Well, we're getting there. We're still very young. and able to secrets finished. That's fine. That is fine. I just realised we should be able to actually change a patron in exchange for what we want. We're all about diplomacy. Hostile scheme could be nice. Learning could be nice. Scheme discovery could be nice, actually. The father popular opinion is always good, though, with diplomacy. Let's maybe go the scheme discover chance, though. Because I think if people do want to plot against us, we may have to be ready for that. And house improved between the Stark and Targaryens. Lord Benjen of the North is friends with my father, King Viserys. My courtiers come of age, Hugh. He's the burned one. He is badly burned. Oof, oh dear. Hope you'll be alright. And dragon enters the world. Whoa, 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 whoa. Chaotic excitement over on the ports and markets across the seas. The word on every merchant and traveller's lips that a dragon egg has hatched. Don't tell me it's called Hugo. No. Red Dragon Hugo. Oh dear, Daenerys, my sister, has hatched a dragon. That could be very bad. That could be very bad. Sheep Stealer is roaming in Risegrave. Whatever, let's build another trade port. My dear daughter, what is this? Your wisdom and mercy are legendary. Have to inform decided to increase your contractual obligations. Surely you understand my plight. The Iron Throne is in dire need of protection. Your contribution plays a huge part. Your default title revocation. So that means my title can now be revoked. Are you joking? Are you joking? Lazy or gluttonous? I don't want to be lazy or gluttonous. I don't want any of these. Gluttonous will have to do. Oh dear, we're going to get fat. That's a shame. Yeah, and that's already impacted us so much. Oh. What is happening in the Seven Kingdoms? Seems to be mostly peace at the moment. Harrenhal, you're at peace. Stormlands seemingly at peace. Dawn is still independent. Don't get how they're independent. I suppose their alliance with the Old Towers may be whispering in the king's ear to leave them alone. That's probably well negotiated by them, but I do not particularly appreciate it. Find secrets. Come on, man. We can find some dirt. There's fighting in the Vale at the moment. What are you doing? What are you all doing? Lady Lisa, your liege lord Redford has just finished a war. Courtier. Warlike courtiers, hey? Well, that's not too bad. Great, Norvos has formed. Good for you. Aspiring Blade Master Hugh the Burned. I wish I could give him a nickname. There's definitely a mod I could use for that, but maybe not just yet. What have we got at court? What event is here? I need a hero. I notice my poet pacing up and down my throne room. She has been yelling at anyone who crosses the line she treads. As I approach, I met with a literary fury. Not my path, unless you are descending muse. Oh, the poet's face lights up in elation. You may have the inspiration I crave, my lady. I'm seeking a theme for my next work. Could you tell me who your favourite hero is? The maid, a ballad of her faithful bath. I don't know what these are from the beyond the Rhone mountains. Yeah, why not? Why not, indeed. Court grandeur increase. Lovely. We love that. We love that. Now, we are currently 14 years of age, which means we can start swaying people. Who do we need to sway? Possibly our father. He's only got 78 opinion. I mean, let's maybe start swaying you. Let's maybe start doing that. What actually is our vassal contract? Let's have a look. We are. I think we were on title of vacation, though we're now actually exempt from feudal taxes and levies, which is quite nice, actually. So I don't mind that. You know, if he wants to take away the title of vacation, but give me free, that's fine by me. I come here asking your leave to marry your guest, Gadamar. Yeah, I don't care. I really don't care. Fine, that's fine by me. Come on, Celtigar. You can find something. Please. And I need a hero. As per my request, my poet brings me work inspired by Jatar Zaya, but it is not as I expected. I realize the illuminations of Zaya use my features as her face, as if it were my own. Your charms far exceeded that of the Scourge of Yeti. As Zaya's lover gave Zaya the Emperor's head, so too do I give you this text, wishing the figure I'm supposed to worship were you. Perhaps I should set my sights on the east. That would be nice. You know what? Why not? Amiga, a court artifact, and she is my court poet. I think as a kid it would make sense for us to quite like having a court poet. Book, what have we got here? Tales of Zia Zor's Face. Gives us a bit of piety. A little bit stinky, but whatever. It'll do. It's a cool event. I think we got that for free at the end of the day, so whatever. Compliments my father. King Viserys, let's get you complimented, and he likes it. Fantastic. Where's my antiquarian? Okay, I don't seem to have one over there. Fine. Cool, cool, cool. Anything else we're going to do? Sheepstealers returned. Okay, hope we're not going to burn anything down. Invite dragon seeds. We could do that, but we're not going to do that yet, at least. Of course, that does go very badly for Rhaenyra in the books. Still can't get over it. I didn't realise Dawn was actually independent at this start date. It must have gained its independence at some point. I'm not particularly sure. And yeah, my spy master just not doing too good, is he? Just not doing particularly much. How are things at court? Still, ooh, another daughter, Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen, married to Alicent and Viserys. She is comely, but still also a daughter, which puts me at the head of the line of succession. Yes, come on, fantastic, fantastic, and hopefully the High Towers don't plot too much. King Viserys has been swayed to 100. Fantastic. At the court are the liege of our council. Who there is powerful? Lannisters plus 100 of me, the Baratheons plus 100 opinion, Lord Lionel Strong is plus 100 opinion. I mean, let's maybe get Beesbury to have plus 100 opinion of me would be nice as well. Everyone likes me, then surely they would not even dream of rebelling, surely, hey? Surely. It might be worth starting to invest in some more Dragon Guard soon, but maybe not just quite yet. We really could. But I'm enjoying just investing in Dragonstone. Reach, how are you doing under Paramount Garth Tyrell? The Stormlands, you got many sons. Orys, Tarwyn, Davos, and Boros. Who's not actually looking too good. Why is your health poor? You've got consumption. That's not ideal. What about the Reach? How are you doing? You have a daughter. Okay. So we can't exactly marry into that. That's fine. The Westerlands. Jason Lannister married to the House of Pain. That's a shame. I'd like to marry the heir to somewhere. The Riverlands. Edmure Tully is already married, and Elmo is also already married to House of Drox. What about the Starks then? Benjen Stark. Bernard Stark is already betrothed to a Manderley. Rickon Stark betrothed to a Flint. Old God's Northern Clan. Okay, well, it looks like our marriage options are rapidly declining, to be completely honest. Especially matching Tyland Lannister. It would give us a Lannister alliance, and that, or we could go, of course, to the Velaryons, or even the Redwyns, Steffan Tully. Honestly, I think a Lannister alliance could be quite powerful. It looks really cool in that, by the way. Tyland Lannister, of course, in the books that didn't exactly work out, but tell you what, let's do it. Get a lot of prestige. It is match learning as well, but hopefully in the event of a war would keep the Westerlands on side, and also we like his sister as well. She is one of my dear friends. Let's go. And of course, I'm landed, so my father did not get to decide for me, which is nice. Coming to the Household Guard could be nice. Seneschal. Coming of age, here we go. We are a charismatic negotiator and trained fighter. We're no longer Viserys' ward. With the help of King Viserys, I'm achieving an understanding of diplomacy that far exceeds that of any of my peers. Even though I had a natural inclination towards the subject, my mastery of it is still an achievement. There we go. Getting the gracious envoy trait, 4-star diplo. We love that. Could get prestige. Let's maybe go on foreign affairs focus. Let's do that. And betrothal fulfilled to Tyland Lannister. We're now the official Princess of Dragonstone. The new law before marriage, people of Dragonstone will likely knew my husband only as son to the Lord of the Westlands, if at all. Then, as word spread, they primarily gossiped about the fact he was of Andal blood, and those who journeyed to the castle and actually saw him at court whispered about how he did not look like anything they'd imagined. For his part, he was vocal about how serious he was considered the duty of being their lord. It was clear to all this was not something he would shy away from, and everybody knew it. An auspicious beginning. Not bad. Not bad. That isn't too bad. And a wedding celebration, of course. Who pays for their own wedding? That gives us plenty of gold to do stuff with. Curiosity kills Quinton. Here we are, incinerated by Venomithor. these random lowborns just going to the dragon pit and then something happens to them. What am I supposed to do, huh? Turn them away? Now, if we could go to our... upgrade our warrior lodges, this will give us 5% heavy imp damage and toughness, which I'm a big fan of. So we're going to do that. Make our dragon guard as powerful as possible. We have got a diplomacy education. Most people should just absolutely love us. Yeah, my spouse got 100 opinion of me. Fantastic. We're making 12.4 gold per tick. Grey Ghost have returned back to port. Sheep Stealer is now roaming. That's fine. We're doing okay for now. My father, 36 years of age, and is now, ooh, he's a milk of the poppy addict. He's dependent on the consumption to deal with the stress of everyday life. That is a bit worrying. We may have to interject with the High Towers and what they are doing to him at his court. He is a bit of a hassle. He's a knight, social figure, neophyte fighter. Yeah, fighting was never his thing. He was a diplomat, and I've taken that over from him. We will see if his daughters end up by Queen Alicent end up being a threat to my throne, or if they have any sons. But for now, we are ahead in succession. We're now of age and married to a Lannister. What is next for us is to possibly get some children. But we'll see. I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you very much for watching. If you've got any suggestions, please let me know. If you've got any advice as well, please let me know. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.